Yes, please be smart. If you go, you will die. That works. That gets you in. But now you just can't be seen. What now? That wasn't you? There's another one? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to the Death Note episode 11. Now, the last episode I just love because it really shows off just how good the writing is in this. Because I've basically just been thinking about the thing that happened at the end. You had stuff get sent into a news station, a threatening letter or whatever from Kira. Now, either it could be Light or it could be L. And I think I just love that it really could be either of them. None of it is predictable. I can't solidly say it's one or the other. L could do it just to try and see Light's reaction, to do something on Kira's behalf without Light doing it exactly. It could literally just be something to gauge his reaction, to try and analyze him and increase his suspicions. Or it could be Light to just try and throw L off, to do something bold, because we know he's got a bold move coming. He's going to do something big soon because L is getting close. So this could be it. And I just love that it is so unpredictable that you can't put your finger on who this actually could be. Yeah, then looking at like the whole of the last episode, L is getting close, or just closer. He has been inching closer and closer to Light, getting to know him more, putting questions on, and just trying to get to the bottom of it. And his suspicions are increasing. Great. Light is definitely being pushed back into a corner, because the thing with the last episode is that L's suspicions grew, but Light basically got confirmation that this was L. That's what he was waiting for. He got a bigger jump in progression because he was waiting to see if this was actually L. Is this confirmed? He needed someone from the task force to confirm it. That happened. He had a huge thing. So where L is still considering if Light is Kira, Light truly knows that this is L in front of him. So all he has to do is take the deal that Ryuk is proposed, and then he can just kill him. I think the situation's just definitely getting a whole lot more dangerous. And now with this new thing thrown in, I can't wait to see who reacts to it, who actually did it, and what that will expose for either of them. Did L do this to try and get a reaction out of Light? What would that mean? Would that mean his suspicions will go up? If so, would it be slow or would it be a significant increase? And if it is actually Light doing it, what is the purpose behind it? Is it just to try and throw L off, or are you meeting his challenge head on? But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I have a Patreon, link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. You broke down in the last one. How are you coping?
Shouldn't we open an investigation into this matter?
If we do, it should be coordinated separately from the Kira case.
We're talking about someone who's been missing for 4 months already.
Oh yeah, she has been gone for that long.
If you're right about that, I find it odd that we haven't found her body yet.
Because Light specifically wrote that you can't find it. If they found the body, it would burst the whole thing so wide open.
And staff here are Kira's hostages. I assure you that this is not a hoax, and that Sakura TV is not airing this tape for the purposes of
The producer smiled with glee at this message, and he's okay. I hate the producer. Wow.
There can be no doubt that they are from Kira himself.
He's still smiling.
Up 60, no more like 70% after this.
You're an awful man.
Both men died suddenly of heart attacks yesterday.
What they're saying is true. It's clearly something that only Kira could do.
It's not you, so this is Light's work.
This tape should offer proof of his powers by predicting yet another death.
There's a fun music they've got going on with the broadcast.
This has to be another fake, don't you think? I'm pretty sure even Sakura TV wouldn't stoop that.
Wait, like an actual message?
If this video was being aired on April 18th at exactly 5:59 p.m. as I requested,
So, masking voice.
please change the channel to Taiyo TV. The news anchor Mr. Kazuhiko Hibima will die of a heart attack at exactly 6 o'clock.
Okay, killing a news anchor. Okay.
It can't be.
Dead. Okay, that's alarming. This is a big move. This is bold.
My next target is NHN TV commentator Mr. Seiji Kumaizumi.
The TV commentator, are these all criminals?
He too has dared to defy Kira.
Ryuzaki?
Just defying Kira?
Please change it back.
This is horrifying.
Now that you've seen proof of my powers, you should have no trouble believing that I am Kira.
So what's the point of this message then? Is it just to say? Is it just a broadcast fear? Is that it?
It's no good. I'm trying, but none of my contacts at the station have their phones up.
They are hostages, so I don't really think you can interfere.
Okita, I'll stop this broadcast myself if that's what it takes.
What can you do?
The last thing I want to do is kill the innocent.
Be open to it.
Love justice. I've always thought of the police as allies, not as enemies.
Damn you, Kira.
Oh dear, this is a good move. This is bold. He's gonna get the people on his side, isn't he?
If you agree to join me in my mission, I know we can make it happen. And as long as no one tries to catch me, I promise that the innocent will not die.
He's turning the public against the police.
All I ask is that you not publicize your views in the media. All you have to do now is be patient.
Wow, Light, well done. This is what happens when, I guess, L just pushed him into a corner. He pushed him too far, but this would expose that it would be Light, right?
Try to imagine it. A world where the police and I...
And it did get cut off. Oh, that anger, Kira.
Let it go.
Oh no, you turned it off.
Darling, this can't be good for your health.
Yes, thank you. I already feel like his health is... If he's sincere, the minute he had a heart attack, he thought it was Kira. Like, just thinking that would obviously affect his health poorly, right? Oh, thought that was going to be a crash or something.
Damn, it's locked! This is the police! Open up!
They can't, they're all hostages. Okay.
You idiots!
Oh no, you dying? How? Name, what? Face. Click it, can you... Can't click it. You gotta be kidding. How?
Aizawa, look!
So someone from the task force is now dead. Great. One down.
Ukita. Damn it. Kira did this.
This is... How can they, like, assume it's not Light after this?
I've got to go there.
You can't. Please think about this rationally.
What, you want me to just sit here and watch TV?
You can't go...
Truly is the work of Kira. You'll just meet the same fate if you go there.
Exactly. Come on, be smart.
Kira couldn't kill without a name. So how could this happen?
It's new, you can use new information.
You don't think Kira has all our names already, do you?
That's a definite possibility.
But nothing can be certain.
But from what we've just seen, I'd say it's not entirely impossible that Kira can kill with only a face.
Okay, so... Ooh...
That Kira is either in that TV station or he's somewhere close by.
In the car?
Kira is in the area. Isn't that why we should get down there?
But then you'll all die.
All we know, he could have just placed surveillance cameras in the area.
Does this mean Light took the deal then? He broke down. Did he take the deal?
Risking my life to catch Kira and doing something that I know will cost me my life are two entirely different things.
Yes, please be smart. If you go, you will die.
I prepared 2 videos. One to be aired if the answer is yes,
Oh, great.
and another if the answer is no.
Oh, great. Oh, no. What's that video gonna look like? Oh, where'd he go? He's gone back to the task force. Oh, he's gonna die. The dad's gonna die. He's not getting enough rest. Bad. You're gonna... Don't tell me. No, you went to the police station? You just drove into it! That works. That gets you in. But now you just can't be seen. What now?
The Kira video. Show me which studio they're broadcasting it from.
Wait, is he getting smarter? Is he getting smart? He had his coat over his face. He's being smarter.
That's one way to get into the building without being seen by Kira.
You've got to be impressed.
This is the police. Stop this broadcast immediately. Who are you?
He's just said, the police.
If we stop this broadcast, he'll kill all of us. Shut up! You're gonna be killed right here and now if you don't give those tapes to me. What?
Existential threat or threat right in front of you. Just do it. Okay, I love this. The dad's getting smarter. Can he, like, match L's intelligence? Like, maybe? If he can just be around him, maybe that'll rub off on him. The fact that he drove through, he watched the video, he drove through and put the, like, coat over his head. He knew that he couldn't show his face.
You're getting exactly what you deserve. I want every single copy you have. And don't make me ask you again.
This guy really does deserve it.
We're still outside Sakura TV. As you can see, a police car has just arrived.
Are they gonna die? Or are they gonna pledge their allegiance on the TV?
There may be police officers who will see this broadcast and feel moved to take action in the name of justice.
Yes, and then they'll get killed.
Don't take control of this situation quickly, there will be a disaster.
Oh, just imagining the amount of people that could go and then they all just drop dead. And yep, it's happening. Where they've got to be. Light is close by. Light is actually there.
Detective Superintendent Yagami.
Call him back immediately and give me the phone.
I love the stress in his voice. He's not like calm. He knows the threat level is high right now.
So you're the one driving the police van.
That's right. I couldn't just sit and watch.
How'd you get back out though?
What about your condition? Are you all right?
I'm feeling just fine.
No.
To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever felt more alive.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's a sign. Some people can, like, after, if people are in operations or like have an issue, right? They can have a sudden burst of life and feel like everything is better, and then be gone the second after. I do not trust that for a second.
In exactly 5 minutes, I want you to come out the front entrance.
You want me to exit through the front entrance?
Hide your face. Hide your face. Please let that work. Like, what are the extent of, I guess, the deal that Light's taken? Can he hide his face and that be it? Even if they see this man there, can they still not see the names and stuff? As long as his face is hidden, that has to be it.
Make sure there are no gaps. Do not reveal your faces.
Oh, I am just so glad that the police seem united on this. They've blocked it. Amazing. I was kind of afraid that some of the police might just show up and then pledge their allegiance. This feels so unifying.
Thank you. drive myself.
Like, oh, the light barely getting through. But then if light is here, would he have actually killed his dad?
As you move out, proceed with caution. You are not to remove your helmet.
Binoculars, you were there.
As much as I fear for my own life in saying so, this is right.
Okay, phew.
And it must be done.
Okay, but what does the public think? The public can literally just turn against the police, and that's what this goal was here.
We must fight back. I am NHN's golden news anchor, Koki Tanakabara.
You're about to die on the broadcast, aren't you?
Chief Yagami.
Welcome back, Chief.
Rest. Continue resting.
I apologize for taking matters into my own hands. I have to admit I got a little bit carried away.
You're amazing, but please rest. I don't want him to die after this.
Everything Kira sent to the station is in here.
I can't thank you enough.
I think I'd better rest for a minute.
Please, please. You said you felt more alive. I still feel like he might just drop dead.
But Kira can control his victims before they die, so he could have delivered it from Osaka without...
Gotta think of every option, yeah.
Can you please take this to the crime lab right away?
Fingerprints.
While you're doing that, I'm going to watch these tapes to see if they can tell us anything.
So those tapes would include, like, the next one, if further yes and no answer.
And agreed to cooperate with Kira. Tape number 3 was supposed to be aired.
What's in the
tape
tape?
4 if the answer was no.
What's in the tapes? Just tell me what's in the tapes.
But simply, he's requesting that we broadcast the names of more criminals.
So basically just making a giant broadcast death row thing.
He wants police officials and L to appear on TV to make a public announcement that we plan to cooperate.
Oh, so actually just put their life on the line like that. Wow.
He needs us to reveal our faces. That way he can kill us if the police do anything.
Right, it's just the face. Hide your faces. How would plastic surgery work? If everyone just wore masks, right, that would solve this whole thing? Wouldn't it?
Please have someone take tape number 4 over to Sakura TV and authorize them to broadcast it.
What's on it, though? What's on it?
This will not go unpunished. So, I'll start by taking the life of either the Director General of the NPA...
No, protect that guy.
...known as L, who is currently leading the investigation against me.
So, yep, 2 targets.
Or L, who will pay the price for your refusal to cooperate in the creation of a peaceful...
You can't find L, though. You can't find L. You can't find L. That should be safe, then. How do you feel with your plan?
Like I've even got God on my side now. Well... Huh? I suppose it's actually a god of death.
What?
It would appear that another Shinigami has come to the human world. That Shinigami's death note has fallen into the hands of someone who agrees with Kira.
That wasn't you? There's another one?
Eyes, which makes him very deadly.
And they took the deal.
His kill surpasses even mine.
You gotta be kidding! There's 2 of them now!
I can't forgive this imposter for the way he's tarnishing Kira's image with these senseless killings.
Okay, yep, Vayne, yep, divide. I need anything, conflict between you and the other one.
That I cannot allow. I can't afford to leave him alone for much longer.
Okay, yep. Oh, dear me. There's another Shinigami.
What needs to happen very soon is for me to join the task force. It'll allow me to keep track of L and this fake...
No! This means he won't just be finding himself, he'll be finding the other one. That one can be put all the blame on. You've got to be kidding me. That explains why the Shinigami, so that one that we saw leave the Shinigami realm has now come here, and that's what they're doing.
If I'm killed by the first person to jump on the Kira bandwagon... That there's a strong possibility that this Kira's a fake.
Oh, thank you.
There's a second Kira.
A second Kira?
I'm just loving it. How do you figure it out? How did you get that?
Their purpose was to prove to Sakura TV staff that he is Kira.
Yeah?
He'd want to make absolutely certain that he didn't predict the death of a criminal who could be killed by the real Kira first.
I'm lost. I'm just glad that he's gotten it. I don't understand it, but I'm just glad he's got it.
Ability of a second Kira.
This time I'd say it's more than 70%.
Okay, thank you, L. Thank you for being a genius. He's gotten to know Kira through this investigation. He knows that this person isn't them.
If we can capture one Kira, I think that will provide us with a lot of insight into how we can find the other.
Yes. Oh.
I'd like your permission to ask your son to cooperate with us on this investigation.
Yep, there we go.
Does this mean you no longer suspect him?
Well, I can't say that he's been completely clear.
Yep, no, it's good. Come on.
If someone wants to cooperate with you, then I have no reason to prevent it.
I appreciate that.
I want the dad to get smarter. I want him to realize things.
Just don't tell him that we think this latest Kira might be a fake. I don't want him to know that yet.
Yeah, you gotta play it. You gotta just mess with it. Very good. Keep secrets.
I gave that death note to you, so why not use it for yourself?
Oh, there's the... Okay, you look bony. Oh dear, you look so different.
For myself, because I believe in what Kira is doing.
Misa.
I want to meet him and talk to him. That's the only reason I sent all those videos to that TV station.
Your voice, you just seem very light.
And I'd say that probably got his attention. Don't you think?
You just wanted attention and...
There's a chance you could be killed.
It's alright. I'm sure that Kira is kind to those with pure hearts. I'm still stronger than he is because I have the eyes.
Oh, dear me. Okay, that's a fun introduction to her. Misa, okay. Okay, so, again, the stakes just keep getting raised every single episode. There's another one. There's another Death Note. There's another person using it in another Shinigami. This makes everything so much worse. Hopefully, all I can hope for, I feel like maybe flood the place with Shinigami. Have that happen, and Kira kind of loses a lot of his power. Being the only one was significant. Have a bunch thrown out there. He'll get flooded away with all of it. He'll no longer have the prestige he has. He'll no longer be the god. There'll be other gods there, and he clearly doesn't like that. He wants to be the only one. So there's opportunity. There's possibilities revolving around this. No matter how bad and terrifying this is, there's another one with this power. It's okay. I can see hope. There's a silver lining here. It does make it 10 times worse that she already took the deal. Like, how long has she been doing this, right? When did she get it? We know Ryuk was the first one to come here, but like, so it's got to be out. This was a new Shinigami. I don't think we've seen them before. So I got to remember what on earth happened in the Shinigami realm. You had the one that seemed like a main one, I guess, or like a leader type person. He was questioning it, and then he went down to check it out. Don't know if he specifically dropped a Death Note. Don't know. But they also said the other Shinigami went. I'm guessing this is... Oh, there could be more. There could be more than these ones. There could be even more already. This is concerning. This is so concerning. I'm going to need a while to, like, just get my head around everything that's just happened. What we know, this Misa had to have done it after Light did it, so it's new. She's been seeing what Light's been doing and seems to admire it and keep on doing it. I wonder if she's a psychopath like Light is, or maybe because I'm almost wondering, now there's another one, are they going to follow the same story as Light, or would they be different? Would they be hurt by criminals that then got away free and want then to take justice into her own hands, or does she have the same god complex? Is it something even different from that? Like, my mind, I'm spinning, because like they could explore so much now. They could explore other types of antagonistic presences with these Kiras or Shinigamis, and just different types of ways people are using the Death Note, because I feel like there's a lot of ways. But I'm assuming there's going to be some psychopathic elements, because you kind of have to just use the Death Note in general. Then also she's gone and used the deal, so she doesn't even care about her own life. She's sacrificed half of her remaining years to this Shinigami, who does look kind of cool, one eye, bony wings. Still, I think prefer Ryuk over this guy. But now she has Shinigami eyes, so she is stronger than Light, so all she has to do is see Light and then she can kill him. I think I'm just so happy that L figured it out as quickly as he did, that he realized that it's not the same one. There are two of them now. I shouldn't doubt him at all. I should just know without a doubt that he will know everything. I'm just going to do that from now on. He will know everything. Like, he figured it out because this Kira went out. I'm going to get lost. Two Kiras. I really have to start calling them by different names. Misa. The way they figured out, Misa went after innocent people, the news anchors. They weren't criminals. That's what gave it away. While they were held hostage, Light wouldn't have done that. He would have held them hostage, but Light does have rules. He will attack people that chase him, and he will go after criminals. That's it. So far, we haven't really seen him kill innocent, even though he's like toyed with the idea. But like, even though catching, I would still class that as innocent. But beyond that, he won't do anything. So that is how L figured out that Misa is another one. If they can catch this one, it all depends as well. Is she as smart as Light? Light is the best student in the country. Misa has to be, I guess, lower than that then, if Light is the actual top, the best. So maybe she will slip up more. This could be their best chance to do it. Someone with flaws that Light doesn't have could slip up and be found. That would expose everything. The Death Note, Shinigamis, how they do it, all of it. And I still feel like a great way to get around the Shinigami eyes, wear masks. Perfect way to do it, especially on live things. If they can get a picture of you, it's still kind of, you still have that flaw there. I think the thing that's blowing my mind in this is that Light did nothing this entire episode. He sat back and watched. So he had the breakdown in the last episode where he realized L was getting so close and he didn't have to do anything. Of course, now they both want the other to join the task force because they want to get to Misa before the other one does. Light needs to take care of Misa to hide the Death Note and that existence, because that's like a big, big secret that he can't let out. And of course, L needs that to expose Light. Plus, using Light's knowledge, you'll be able to gauge his reactions, his thought process, so you can just have more eyes on him. But then it also means he's getting closer to L. There's so much risk and it's blowing my mind how much is happening. I just want things to work. I want Light to be defeated. And now there's another one. Like, how do you stop this? If there's more coming in, even if you get rid of Light, would that stop it in the end? He's made his mark on history at this point. More Shinigamis, I'm assuming, will come. What's to stop this in the future? You need to future-proof this stuff. Even if you defeat Light, this would just continue. I think it's safe to say at this point that there's not going to be a bad episode, is there? Each one seems to just keep evolving the story more than the last. We have another Death Note user, another Shinigami, someone else as crazy as Light that wants to use this stuff. But I've got to talk about L first. I'm so happy with this guy. He's actually managed to figure it out that there's another one. He watched it all and he let his analytical mind run, and he figured out that this person's different. The subtlety. He's gotten to know Kira through the investigation. That's the best way to do it. You've looked over all the information, and you've actually gotten to know the killer. You know them on kind of a personal level. You know what they do, and you know when someone's trying to imitate them. I'm so happy that he's recognized that it's someone else, because now he can use this. It opens the door wide open, but also everything that seems to advance things and make it so much more dangerous. It's like now this one also has the Shinigami eyes, which just is a lot of chaos all in there. But like, I'm just so happy with Earl. I'm so glad that he figured it out. And I just love the detail in everything he did here. I love how his voice was raised. And I just love how closely he paid attention to everything going on. You can see that he was shocked that this was new. This was weird. He wasn't expecting it. I think that also leads him to believe that this isn't Kira. And then I think one of my favorite parts was just him trying to calm down the other officers in the room, because while he raised his voice and is clearly visibly shocked, he has to remain calm, otherwise everything else spirals. He is like the cornerstone of this. His attitude held everything together in this room, because this could have easily made everyone spiral and go nuts and just freak out. They could have all rushed down there and all died instantly. That would be it. That would be everything over. And I think I just love how well he held himself together, because it shows how strong this guy is. He's able to keep his thoughts and emotions under control, fixate on the issues, and deal with the people around him. He's not just analytical, but he can also deal with the emotions of people around them, keep them comfortable and comfort them when one of their teammates did just die in front of them on live TV, and managed to actually stop them from going and devise a plan in the moment to get Yagami out. But then we have Misa. Now, we have a small introduction of who she is. We mainly see what her actions are here. What we can gather, she's clearly not as smart as Light in terms of him being the best student in the country. He's an evil genius, literally. If she was a smart, she would have followed the patterns and only killed criminals. She killed innocents. She made a mistake. Hopefully she can make more, and that will just let them find her. But what we do get from this is that she might be more insane than Light, on the fact that she took the Shinigami deal, and she took it, I would assume, rather quickly. So it means she has no value for her own life and how many years she has left. So it could mean that she could drop dead in the next episode, who knows? Because she has no idea how much time she has left, but she took the deal anyway. So now Light doesn't even have to, if they teamed up, that would be a nightmare, because then Light could still continue and just use her eyes. That's a scary possibility I don't want to consider yet. Right now I'm just happy to think that he'll go after her and try and stop her because of the death note that she carries that could expose him. And then just the way her character is presented from this feels very Light, like in just floaty, I guess. The blonde hair, I guess the voice, it was very light in her voice. It's a fun juxtaposition of what she's actually doing, being a serial killer. It shows she doesn't care, so I think while Light is a psychopath, meaning he thinks what he's doing is right and he just will go with it, even though it's wrong, she realizes what she's doing is wrong and does it anyway. She just doesn't care. And also it goes into the no self-preservation approach, where she's willing to give away her half of her remaining years to the Shinigami. And even when the Shinigami warned that this could get her killed, she didn't care. She is a sociopath. Now we have two of these crazy people out there with death notes. I mean, why couldn't it be that Elle ends up finding one? Because then I don't think he'd use it, but it would expose everything. He'd actually figure it out if he just found one. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what this character now gets up to, because I think she was the one from the intro. She is that person, the one that's reaching out to Light in the rain, and he then puts his arm out as well. So at the very least, she seems significant. And it'll be interesting to see what part she plays, because now it's going to be a hunt for her. Both Kira and Elle will be looking for her, but it seems very hostile in a minute. Both of them kind of want, no, Elle wants to capture her, Light wants to probably take her out, but then Misa seems to be thinking that she can take Light out, which yes she could, because she had the Shinigami eyes. So hopefully things won't go well for anyone with this whole thing. Hopefully this is just a huge spanner in the works. Then Light, I think this is probably the craziest part of this, is that he did nothing this entire episode. He just sat back and watched TV. He had the huge breakdown in the last episode where I thought he was going to sort of maybe do something volatile. He didn't have to, which is really annoying. If Misa didn't do anything, Light could have reacted and exposed himself. I mean, his maniacal laughter was a part breakdown and part also him figuring things out. So maybe this could have done, I would have been interested to see what his next move would have been if he hadn't been interrupted by Misa here. Because right now this either could shorten his time as Kira, or it could lengthen it. It provides more opportunity, and that's what I'm annoyed with. He was backed into a corner, now he has a way out. That's what I'm annoyed with. And it wasn't even him, it was fate essentially. Like he said, it God on his side. He was given an out that was outside of his control. And it's just annoying. He didn't even have to play the field, he just got a get out of jail free card essentially. But yeah, I can't wait to see what he ends up doing with this. The race is on, him versus L to try and find Misa. And what exactly is going to happen there? I'm really hoping he doesn't team up with her. Then Yagami's got to be the MVP of this episode. I'm so scared for him still, because I don't quite trust the medical stuff. And the medical side of things. Trust the medicine, but I don't trust him saying that he feels more alive than ever. That's got me concerned, that one line. It's awesome that he actually got out of bed, went down there, thought smart, covered his face, used a truck to basically go through the building, and actually retrieve the tapes. Awesome. It thwarted the Misa's plan. Because of course, Light probably would have been too smart and probably would have figured a way around that, if this was him, which it wasn't. I'm just glad that we're getting to see some progression in Yagami's character. At the start, he felt like one of the other detectives in there that were basically just useless. They were there to make things quicker for L. He was the brains, while the others were basically just the RAM of the computer. They were letting things speed up. Now, Yagami actually feels like he's stepping up to the plate. He's getting sort of on L's, leveling up a bit. He's not on L's level, I doubt he'll ever reach that, but at least he's above the other people in the room. He feels like he's having smarter ideas, and he's thinking how he should. Of course, he still has the personal connection to his family, so I doubt he'll really ever want to go after his son, but at least this is a start, it's a stepping point. And then you have his injuries and the heart attack thing, and the thing that concerns me, when you have someone who's close to death, let's say, there are times when they can feel more alive than ever. Their charts look great, their graphs, everything looks like they're improving, and it feels like it's just happened overnight, that they've suddenly got newfound life in them. I think it's a common thing in nursing and just in hospitals, when you have a patient that's not doing well and they suddenly just spring back to life, that's basically signing their death certificate. You know that they're gonna be done. But of course, this is fiction. It might just be that he's feeling good. I don't know, but it does scare me. I really don't want him to die. We're seeing him improve. We're seeing him even suspect his son. I'm happy with this. I would love it if he lives and actually survives. But then again, I don't know if he will. I feel like anyone could be killed in this. And I really hope that he doesn't. You already have one task force member down. Now there's what? 4 or 3 of them, I think it was 5 to start with, like including L, and now it's down 1. So I feel like, and this is episode 11, so they could start dropping like flies, and I really hope it isn't him. Then the Shinigami problem, okay? So what we got very brief information on them, just that you have the one that seemed like the leader, who was asking questions about Ryuk, saying it seems rather quiet right now, and then we learned that a bunch of them were gone. That was in a previous episode, can't remember which one, but a bunch of them left. Now we've seen one of them appear. They're in the intro, aren't they? Are all of those like present in this? Are they all going to do something? I need to see the intro again and just count how many there are, because it could be a disaster. I think whatever the case, there's an issue. We have one showing up. We should expect there to be more, and that they'll start popping up more and more. Like, this provides a lot of opportunity. Either it will expose L if a bunch show up, either this will expose Light if a bunch show up and L is able to find stuff on this, or Light can end up forming an army of this where he can just pretend to be one person and end up using a bunch of people to do it all. He could make an empire of this stuff that would be completely undefeatable. Like, imagine if he gets a collection of death notes. I think I just love that with each episode, the stakes get raised, but it does so in a way that provides so much opportunity. It could either be Light's saving grace or his biggest downfall. Every single turn, it's win or lose. No in between. And we have the thing with the police. Very happy with the ending, where they all seemed so unified. They were covering their faces, they were guarding and just not letting any sight through. Loved that. Because now that the message is out there, will the public side with Kira? Because that's something we haven't touched on yet. We saw at the start when they were seeing the major effects first. They saw that they liked Kira. That was it. They liked Kira. But now time has gone on. It's been 4 months. Do they still hold that same sentiment? I've seen the news anchor saying, are they going to feel like they're being threatened as well? This move could have turned the entire public against Kira. Of course, Light would not like that at all. Then, of course, it could turn people for him through fear. They could start controlling people through fear, including the police. But it looked like the police were very united, which is great. But I'm guessing this whole message is going to be big. It's going to have big impacts on things. It's going to create division, probably against everyone in society. So now L not only has to deal with Kira and Light and all this stuff, but now he has to deal with society's effect on all. There could be people chanting for L to give himself up, to spare themselves. It's a very difficult situation that Misa has now created. I'm just glad that it looks like pretty unifying off the get-go, but I think as time goes on and people think about it more, they're going to get more divided, and I think that's probably something that will be dealt with in the coming episodes. This story is so very detailed on just the ins and outs of everything that these actions cause, so I know it's going to get so much more complicated from here now that the public is being brought into the conflict. But yeah, as for what's next, the race is on. Elle and Light are trying to find Misa. I feel like, and we also have Light joining the task force. A lot of interesting things that are kind of blowing my mind. They keep getting closer and closer, and I just feel like now you should be able to figure out he's Kira, do it now. But this is episode 11, and I just can't, I don't understand how it can take so long when they're going to be so close together. They're going to be working side by side to find Misa, and then whether or not, because of course Light wants to do, I don't even know, he wants to get rid of Misa, but then it's going to be, I'm confused, I'm lost, my head hurts. I can't wait to see what this outcome will be. Both of them working side by side to find Misa. What happens when that happens? What happens when they find her? One wants to capture her and use her to figure out who Kira really is. The other either wants to eliminate her, get rid of the death note that she has, or maybe even team up, which I would be terrified with. And if they do team up, how do you work that out? How do you work that around Elle? There's so many questions. My head hurts and I can't wait to figure out and just watch how this evolves. But yeah, overall, this episode was phenomenal. The tension that this created, just watching the news anchors drop like flies, is just incredible that seemingly everyone who gets a death note knows how to dramatize it and do it very well. It's alarming in general that another one's got it, but I've got a feeling that more will start popping up, and I just like what this world, it kind of does more world building in a sense. The show's felt very grounded in just watching Elle and Light go back and forth. Now we're getting more of the Shinigami elements brought in. They've been kind of in the side, Ryuk has been a passive observer. Now we've got another one brought in that also has made the deal. A new supernatural power has been brought in. And I just like how gradually it's done it. We've had 10 episodes where we've gotten to enjoy this grounded story of this detective trying to figure out who this murderer is, and now we're going into the more psychological and weird and supernatural elements. It feels like a great progression, and it feels like we're going to be seeing more on the Shinigami side of things and how they work in this story. Maybe none, because I doubt they're all the exact same. I'm guessing some might even interfere where Ryuk doesn't. I feel like it's going to add a lot of variety, a lot of chaos, and a lot more opportunities for everything that's going on. Each episode is able to expand this story in some amazing ways. I can't wait to see how the next episode manages to top this, because I've got a feeling each episode is just going to keep getting better and better. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for episode 12. See ya!